When I first saw what I'm about to show you, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was just playing Jobava London, and my opponent played the move bishop f5. And there's a lot of things to do here, and in the game I didn't find this line, but I saw it afterwards in analysis, and it's amazing. You can play f3 here, and this is a move I know in a lot of positions. Basically, you're threatening to take the center immediately if black does nothing about it. So usually black is gonna play knight f6, just to have some more defense over e4. Now, in this position, you can actually go for g4, just attacking that bishop. And even though it's weakening your king, black isn't anywhere close to attacking that king, so it's perfectly fine. Now, obviously, we are attacking the bishop, so the bishop needs to move. And we can continue, actually, and this is the move I didn't find, by playing g5. And at this point, it's still equal, but black is very likely to fall for a trap. Now, if black goes back with the knight, either way, really, it's just a positional win for us already. If black wants to fight on, he really needs to play knight h5. And in this position, we can actually strike in the center. Now, we are attacking this pawn right now, so if black does something random, I don't know, we can take that pawn and yeah, just be up a pawn. We might even have better moves. Yeah, in this position, even the trap seems to work. But they can take on e4, and that's what they usually do. And instead of taking back either way, we're actually gonna play f4 here. And this sets a trap, and believe it or not, only 7% of people know how to deal with this. So 93% of people actually fall for this trap. And I'm just gonna show you what black needs to do. The only move black has to stay in the game and not lose immediately is to play e5, just giving up a pawn, right? We can take this pawn, and we're just up a pawn. Now, why is that? Let's say black plays any other move. Let's say, I don't know, they bring out the knight. The trap we have, and they can stop it at this point, we're gonna go f5, attacking the bishop. Now, this pawn isn't defended, but if the bishop takes the pawn, we actually win a knight. So we've got a knight for 2 pawns in this position, and that's winning for us. It's +2 according to the engine. So yeah, that's just winning for us. And there's nothing they can do here, right? They can leave the bishop there, but then we're going to take the bishop. So that's why they need to play e5 here. And now you might wonder if e6 wouldn't work. Because now if we play f5, they can just take with the pawn. The bishop is still defending the knight. And that's actually true. But we have another move here. We can actually play bishop e2. And yeah, we're basically winning that knight. We have 2 pieces on that knight now. The knight can't move anywhere. I mean, he can take a pawn, but still, we're going to win that knight. So that's nothing he can do as well. So that's why in this position, they need to play e5. And you might think, why doesn't it work here, right? I can still attack the bishop. If he takes, we can take the knight. But the problem here is they can take on d4. They've now got 3 pawns for the knight. Meanwhile, we need to move our knight somewhere. And yeah, they just have a really good center. And this is actually minus 2.5 according to the engine. So even though we're technically up a knight, this is not something we want to do. Instead, if they find this move, we can just take the pawn. Remember, it's just equal material now, so that's completely fine for us. And again, here in this position, white can fall for a trap, because we're still having this threat of bishop e2 that I showed you earlier. So let's say they play a random move, we can play bishop e2, and we're still gonna win that knight. Notice it can't move anywhere. This square is covered by the bishop, this square is covered by both our pawns, this square is covered by this pawn, so yeah, and this square is just blocked off. So that knight can't move anywhere, and we're still gonna win it. Just to show you a few things black can do. Black can develop this knight, because if we were to go for this, they can actually take here. And this only temporarily wins a knight, because they have this fork winning a rook. So in this position, we can do that. They can actually go for bishop here, because after we do this, they have this move c5. And this is, I think, a lot more difficult to find. But the thing is, again, they can temporarily give up the piece, but by taking here, they're gonna win our knight back. Notice it's pinned to our king. This is just equal, but that's just something black can do. Yeah, there are a few other things, but mainly this move, e5 here. Yeah, like I said, only 7% of people find this. And even if they find it, it's still an equal position. So you have everything to play for. So yeah, from this position, statistically, you're going to win 93% of your games. So I hope you do so as well. Let me know if you do. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.